up?
How's it going, guys? How you doing?
Welcome to another episode of the Your Late Podcast.
Your Late Podcast coming at you.
I'm your host, Chris.
This is Vince. Official episode number 1.
Yeah, officially number 1. Yeah, last episode was technically considered a pilot. He had some technical difficulties.
There's all kind of stuff going on.
Mics weren't the way we wanted it, but this episode, I feel like we're finally at peace. You know what I mean?
I think we have everything to where we feel comfortable.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like we got the cameras better. Like, it was just a good test run, but we also had, like, really good things we talked about. So, like, if you haven't checked it out yet, please go ahead and check out our episode, our pilot episode.
The link will be down in the description below to go check that one out.
Yeah, man. Before we start our episode, I do want to do another quick shout out to our friend Chris Madison.
A shout out to you again.
Oh my god, man. The intro music is by our wonderful music producer, Chris Madison. Reason for our picking of, our cover, our song that we had produced, it's a cover of De La Soul.
Yes, sir.
Magic Number.
Mm-hmm.
We've always liked the song, but like the fact that it was used on the No Way Home movie.
Yeah, at the end of No Way Home, during the credits.
Yes.
The credits, I feel like it was like the perfect song to put all the 3 Spider-Mans into the credits and give them enough attention. I think it was just like when you were in that movie theater after everything that you just went through, like I feel like you were just like at peace with that song at the end. Like it just screamed Spider-Man, all 3 of them at the very end.
For sure. And it's cool because like we went into this last week, but like the cool thing is that we both grew up technically on Tobey Maguire after watching Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I remember going to school telling people I was the human spider.
The human spider.
Again, going back to Andrew Garfield, which is probably, we can both say our favorite Spider-Man.
I think we can both agree between us both that he is the best Spider-Man for us.
Sure.
Maybe it's a bad script. Yes, we get it.
Yeah.
But, you think about web slinging, you think about anything you can do with Spider-Man. I think he has the movement, his fighting skills, the way he uses webs in his fighting while telling jokes the way Spider-Man is always supposed to is just the perfect Spider-Man.
His expressions, you know what I mean?
Best costume, also best live action costume from my opinion.
Yeah.
It is the best.
Oh, yeah.
There is.
He was definitely wearing, y'all saw it. He was wearing the Amazing Spider-Man mask in the intro, our little dance-off intro. But yeah. And then, of course, Tom Holland, he is what has brought everyone together. And his movies, I feel like the way they brought him into the MCU was amazing. I 100% approve it, especially looking at it now.
Where all 3 of them came back and just, as our childhood just basically just came at us like together. 100%. Yes, all of it, all at once.
Going into our episode real quick, we do want to let y'all know, we just filmed, before we filmed this podcast actually, we just filmed our first ever unboxing.
And it was, I feel like it was super cool. I think we were like geeking out the whole time.
Yeah, like it was like literally perfectly how we want to do our unboxings. Of course it's going to be a little bit different every time because we have different stuff we're going to unbox, but like this one was cool. I mean, let me go ahead and show y'all because I have it right in front of me. We did the web shooters. The pretty much like the lookalike web shooters.
Yeah, the lookalike web shooters. Yeah, that's when we went to Disney in California.
Yeah, we went to Marvel Campus. And that was crazy because like I feel like you and me, like we went with a group of people. It was a fun time.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, we went with a group of people, but like if it was up to you and me, like we definitely would have stayed at Marvel Campus like the whole time.
I feel like we would have just excluded all of whatever Disney had to offer, and we would have just stayed at Marvel Campus the whole day. I mean, we did spend like a majority of our time there,
and we still missed so much. Like, you got to see like the store, like the main store they had in there. Yes. I missed that. Although we did some shopping, we again just going back out to the unboxing we just did. Like we've literally had these. I think it was like September of 2021.
Yeah, September 2021. I didn't know where to properly put them to admire them, and then we started planning about the podcast and stuff, and I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna leave it in the box.
Yeah, for sure.
And leave it for the podcast.
And I feel like deep down, you're like, deep down, the universe told you just like, don't touch them, just wait for it, and then we're gonna do the unboxing. But
yeah, for sure.
For sure, go ahead and check out our bio. We're gonna have the link to the TikTok that we did of the unboxing of this. Super cool, nerded out. I mean, like just go ahead and listen to this. Just beautiful, like.
Oh yeah,
man, we're such nerds, but yo, that's dope. I mean,
man, honestly, I didn't even know when I was unboxing that it was gonna make a noise. When I knew it was gonna make a noise, well, when I pressed it and it came out with the noise, I was like, "What is going on?" Like, yeah. And then a while later, he told me that a light comes out of it, and I was just geeking out. I was just
check it out, guys. He even wears the Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield mask.
I had to.
Definitely had to, man. I mean, it was necessary. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's good stuff. Good stuff. We have a lot more coming. I think when it comes to like collections, you're definitely taking over the Hot Toys. You're definitely taking over the Funkos. I'm catching up slowly. Definitely slowly.
Slowly but surely. He's become very interesting. You've become very interesting.
Well, here's my thing. I want to get the best deal. Like that's what it is. Like if this pop is worth like 3 times, 2 times, 5 times as much as I can pay for it, dude, I'm always gonna like go in for it. Like for example, like this weekend we went through like a couple places, right? First things first, if for all my Houstonians out there, we ended up going to Traders Village, which is like
the
biggest flea market in Houston and in Texas because they have them like in San Antonio.
It's huge.
I ended up going to one location or one of the vendors, and home dude is straight up like selling pops, and he's like, I'm about to sell out right now. He's like, all my pops each are gonna sell for $10 each, and I'm like. And I low-key was going, because me and my wife have been kind of splurging on these Funko Pops, but I came in and I was like, I'm not going to really spend too much. Bro, I ended up like buying like 3 of them. I think the best find I bought was President Loki, which is worth like how much? How much is he worth?
He's going for like about $20 right now.
$20? Okay, that's not bad. I bought him for like $10.
$10. But a $10 profit on a $20 pop that, they sell them.
Yeah, that's you can go to another store. I'm going for.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like just find the best deal. I think that's the best thing, and then also a show that you really liked.
Yeah, dude. Loki was like.
I think by far, that's your favorite show that you've been talking about.
Yeah, man. It was just so like. And Loki wasn't like Loki. Loki wasn't even like one of my favorite characters up until that show. Is because it was so like mind-boggling, man. It was such a it was crazy. It was just a crazy show. But anyways,
I know we will be posting a lot of vlogish kind of videos.
Yeah,
where we do go like on the hunt for stuff, and we find like for him it is gonna be like cool finds like at a better price tag. Where you beat the price tag of what they actually go for.
Yeah, and
then for me it'll be more of like of course I will always look for the better price tag, but of course looking for stuff that I've been looking for quite a while.
Yeah, like even these right here, we got them in casings. Like I got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I got Far From Home. Like all these are gonna be changed out.
They'll be switched out to closer to what's gonna come out. We're gonna get Doctor Strange in a couple days. My girl Wanda's gonna be there.
Yes.
Oh yes, so we're very excited to see her back up and running. Endgame, you just can never go wrong with Endgame.
For sure. Also going like now speaking of Doctor Strange. We don't want to talk about too much about him. We're aiming, and this might get cut out just because we don't know yet, but we are aiming to have an exclusive episode where we have our first guest.
Our very first guest on the episode.
Which is going to be my wife Ashley.
Biggest Doctor Strange fan probably out there.
Yeah, biggest. Yeah. It's funny because it's like biggest Doctor Strange. She was like the biggest Doctor Strange fan, and then like as Scarlet like made her way in showing her strength and like as a female character. My wife like just dived in deep into like her love for Wanda, for Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, for Wanda, and now they're both gonna be in the same movie.
Yeah, so this is like her movie, man.
This is like her movie.
For sure.
I don't know. About how they're gonna go about it.
I don't know, but we have so many theories. We have so many things that's going on.
So stay tuned for next week's episode.
We're super aiming to have our very first guest. But kind of going over Cinemacon real quick. Cinemacon, definitely a big convention where movie franchises like Sony, Warner Brothers, Disney, they all have to kind of come together and release what they're going to be talking about and what their plans are and, kind of do some exclusive stuff on what they're going to be coming out with soon. So
Monday was Sony stuff.
Monday was Sony stuff.
A lot of different stuff that they came out with, and it was a lot of shocking stuff.
Yeah, man. So Sony was Monday. like Cinemacon definitely was like the best thing that could happen this week because we have like so much to talk about with it.
It gave us a lot
Yeah.
more variety to talk about, and
Yeah.
it's pretty good content too.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But like going into like like you said, the negative stuff real quick.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
But yeah, I mean, the first thing first is like, you know, all the Sony Marvel stuff they're gonna be looking into, which they're confirming they're gonna go ahead and do Venom 3.
Venom 3. I mean, I feel like it was a waste. He comes into the MCU, and then you have No Way Home. And then the end credit scenes of No Way Home, he goes back into the Sony universe.
Yeah.
You know, of course he leaves a little part of himself, so we'll see what happens with that. But I feel like maybe there's no more Tom Hardy against Tom Holland anymore.
I feel like it's all for a purpose because there's a lot of talk about like Doctor Strange, and I'm just gonna, you know, just do a quick little bitty taste of what theories are going around, what my theories are, and what I believe in. But like Doctor Strange, they're saying that like the biggest theory right now is that like everything's connected and we just don't know it yet. Doctor Strange doesn't know it yet. So if you think about it, you know, like, you know, Tom Hardy's Venom went into the MCU and then left. And then also you see Morbius where Vulture goes into the Morbius universe, and it's like, you know, it kind of goes from there. So it's like, I feel like they're trying to get us to understand that like it's okay that they go into it because of what they have planned for Doctor Strange.
For later on, yeah. You never know. I mean, Venom as a character in the movie, not bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I really like it.
Yeah.
But as a movie in general, not the best movies out there. Right?
That's why I was so quick to just be like, man, why are they making a Venom 3? But then again, it's like, we all went to see it. It made great money, so it's like, okay, we get why you made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Same thing with Morbius. Like, it didn't do the best.
I think Morbius was a little bit more of a letdown. I mean, if you don't know Morbius, then, I mean, I feel like that leaves a lot of audience out from going to the movies. Even if it's a Marvel movie, like, people don't know the character. You know, if you put a Spider-Man film out there, like, everybody in the world knows Spider-Man.
And that's why, like, because, okay, now going to CinemaCon, like, you know, Venom 3 was obviously not the only thing that was released. But they also released El Muerto. If you're gonna bring in like another like Spider-Man enemy, and he only has like 2 comic book appearances.
Yeah, he has 2 comic book appearances.
Look, I get it. I get that we're trying to bring in the Hispanic vibe. You know, bring in Latino actors, because of course Bad Bunny, he's supposed to be he's supposed to be El Muerto, right?
Yes, he's supposed to be El Muerto. Yes.
I was like, I thought when I first heard it, for some reason it went over my head that he was supposed to be El Muerto, because I was like, oh, he's gonna be like a supporting character, kind of like Tyrese was in Morbius, but he's supposed to be El Muerto,
the star of the movie.
The star of the movie, which is like, all right.
So for me, I don't know about you, but I have not really seen Bad Bunny act. He's not like the most known.
Yeah, he played sort of a big part. I might be wrong, but it's sort of a big part in Narcos. Like I know from memory, I know that he was in it, and like it was a big deal. So yeah, he's definitely had it, and he's also been in the WWE, by the way. So
he's been.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, he's done some stuff, and I mean not a lot, but he's done some stuff. But just going back, like Morbius wasn't that big of a movie. You're gonna pick a Marvel villain or a Spider-Man villain,
and it's less known than Morbius.
It's completely less known than Morbius.
Like, nobody even knew of El Muerto until like 2 days ago.
Yeah, like I had to do some more research on it, but like right now they're doing Kraven with.
Kraven's more known. I mean, people have been asking for Kraven. I don't know about a solo movie, but they've been asking for Kraven in a Spider-Man movie.
And the actor they have for Kraven, look who's it?
Yeah, he's the guy who played Quicksilver.
Yes, the guy. Oh yeah, the guy who plays Quicksilver, bro. Perfect Kraven. I've been seeing some set pictures of like him on set, and man, he's looking good, man. Like he definitely looks like the Kraven like that you want. You know what I mean? What's his name?
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
There you go. You know the names, man.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Man in the chair right here. But yeah, man, he looks great, and like the set photos are really hyping me up, and it's like, okay, Morbius was bad, but let's see how this is. But like, I don't have that much trust in it, and El Muerto is kind of a weird direction, but
now you have all these projects like Madame Web coming out when you have so many other Spider-Man content that you can do. I feel like those are just characters that people just want in a Spider-Man movie, not just a standalone film.
I feel like those are the downside about everything, but just looking at the upside, I mean, we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, man.
And you can never go wrong with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Dude, it looks amazing. You know, my son, you know, he's a big Spider-Man fan, and it's cool to see because I'm also a big Spider-Man fan. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was his, like, kind of bandwagon with me, just kind of getting into Spider-Man, and it was at a perfect age, like it just matched. He watched it like literally probably 100 times,
and that's where I give you props. You know, you showed him the best path he could have possibly taken.
Oh, for sure.
Spider-Man fan since day one for him.
For sure.
So you know, and I think from seeing it so many times, he's like now seeing it at his standpoint. Spider-Man is. I could probably say that Spider-Man is probably his favorite superhero.
Yeah.
For sure. And then that Sunflower song that came in into the Spider-Verse, it was the greatest thing to see. This little man humming it, singing it everywhere he went. You know, he didn't asking for it.
He didn't know the words back then, but like now he probably has like the chorus like down verbatim for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like yeah, I gotta love the kid.
It sucks because like talking about my son Liam, because again, for those who don't know, I'm a father of 2. I got my little boy Liam, 3 years old, biggest Marvel fan you could argue me as a 3-year-old, and then I got my little daughter. You know, she is about to turn 1 in about a week actually.
That is true. In about a week.
In about a week, crazy. She's gonna turn 1. But yeah, I mean, I got my little Marvel fans, and I was really hoping, because it got pushed back. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse got pushed back until next year. My son's birthday is in December. I was like, man, I might have another Spider-Man themed birthday party because Across the Spider-Verse.
That's the way to do it.
So, but it got pushed back. So you know, we might settle with like something like Hulk or something like that. We'll see what happens, but. Yeah, that was probably the downfall news. It just got pushed the first part because it's in 2 parts.
It hurts knowing that it's gonna be pushed back, but it's just so much going on. You have how many characters were in it again?
There's 240 characters that are going to be included, and wow. Just a comparison, real quick. There was 40 characters, so we got 200 more characters that are going to be included.
And I feel like Into the Spider-Verse, you know, you were just I want to say overwhelmed because you just wanted more and more and more.
Oh yeah.
Right? So. I would say, you know, you had more characters than usual than, you know, your usual movies, and you were just like, this is great, you know, this is awesome, you know, and now knowing that there's going to be 200 more, which, I mean, bring it, you know, show me what you got, you know, there's all these rumors going around that, you know, these characters might even go into the real world, or the real world coming to their universes, you know, rumors about Tom, Andrew and Toby all going into the animated verse. But I mean, I have no problem saying that. You know, that would be another great interactions between Spider-Mans, knowing, you know, like, what can you do? What can you do? You know, what's different with your powers? You know, like.
It's crazy to think about because I honestly thought they were going to go in the direction to where they were just going to like, we're just going to sit down and enjoy Miles being Spider-Man. Because, like, we haven't gotten that at all. You know what I mean? But it's going in the direction of, like, we're really going to get down to the nitty-gritty of, like, what the multiverse is. So it's like, I mean, I guess we're going to see what happens. You know what I mean?
Bring on the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, man. And then, like, oh, dude, I know we talked about this before, but, like, all the crazy characters that they're about to reveal or that they've already revealed. Like, we got Spider-Woman. We got Spider-Man 2099. And I've told you before, like, he's definitely, like, looking at the comics, he's definitely one of my favorite, like, comic book Spider-Man characters.
And I feel like you're not alone in that. I feel like it's a lot of people's fan favorite Spider-Man. Yeah. I mean, in the comics and now in a movie, I mean, I feel like a lot of people, I think that's one of the most anticipated parts of the movie is to see more 2099 Spider-Man. Yeah.
I mean, you got a Spider-Man who's in the future. I love the future. I love watching movies about the future. You got a Latino. We are Latinos over here. We're Latin Americans.
I mean.
And then, I mean, you know, you got time travel. You got multiverse stuff going on.
You can never go wrong with Oscar Isaac playing the role.
Oh, yeah. One of the king of Marvel right now. I mean,
at the moment.
Yeah. Sure. And then the next character who we like to talk about is the Japanese Spider-Man. Japanese Spider-Man.
That is another character that's rumored to be, right?
Dude,
or is it confirmed already?
No, it's confirmed. Japanese Spider-Man. I feel like just thinking about Japanese Spider-Man being involved and like you think about all these characters and I feel like the majority of these characters, out of the 240 characters that are gonna be involved, definitely a lot of Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, but Japanese Spider-Man. Just thinking about like the vibe I kind of get is like Ready Player One. And the reason is because
with all the Gundam stuff.
Yeah, with all the Gundam stuff, because like think about it, Japanese Spider-Man, it involved like him being in this big robot and it kind of being like Power Ranger vibe, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's like it's funny just because thinking about like, I feel like it's gonna be like that Ready Player One style battle where just like a bunch of Spider-Man like going against who knows what. It's probably gonna be like a bunch of like Spider-Man enemy and different variants.
It's gonna be
of
crazy to see how many variants of even the villains.
Yeah.
How many villains, variants of stuff.
Imagine
like
they bring like Doc Ock from like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. That's gonna be crazy.
that'd be cool.
And of course, there's rumors for like Andrew Garfield coming back, like the Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield coming back, Tom Holland's coming into the animation format, like all those like Tobey Maguire, like all those OG Spider-Man, like coming into the animated part would just be crazy.
Even the Japanese Spider-Man,
Japanese Spider-Man.
That's part of a live action thing too as well. So
for sure,
coming back into that, that I feel like that's like the last thing people expected was to get confirmation on a Japanese Spider-Man coming in.
Yeah,
it's been so long since we even heard of him.
I know, man.
So to get him back into action, it's gonna be a different take on what you're used to seeing of Spider-Man.
And they also rumored that at Cinemacon, they've already revealed like the first 15 minutes, or they premiered the first 15 minutes.
Oh man, just what a lucky group of people to be in the audience to see 15 minutes of what's going to be pushed back for another year, just to get a little taste, just to get a little bit of flavor on the movie, and to kill to be there. I mean,
and we got to manifest it for sure. We're going to be there for sure. We're going to be there one day, and it's going to be great. But
something to manifest for sure. That is our goal. Sure.
And then you got Tuesday. Tuesday was Warner Brothers. I was really expecting to see Batman, and we got it. Batman 2 was confirmed.
They didn't show anything, but just the confirmation of the Batman 2 was huge.
Was great.
Yeah, for sure.
I was all for it. I mean, you haven't watched it yet, but I have watched it.
No,
I've watched it. I feel like my favorite thing about it is just the fact that like they were able to capture Gotham so great. And like previous movies, like I feel like it was just Batman in New York. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like the Gotham that you get in the comic books, like the dark kind of dirty city full of crime. Like this really like pulls you into like what Gotham is supposed to look like.
I will watch it, guys. I will watch it.
Yeah, you need to watch it, man.
Give me time.
I got HBO Max. You can have my HBO Max account. You can definitely look at it.
I've heard a lot of good stuff, a lot of good ratings, which is I know people, Batman fans, DC fans. I know they're very happy in getting the news and confirmation that the Batman 2 is in the making.
Yeah. The in news they didn't release at CinemaCon, but they released already was that Colin Farrell's The Penguin. They're gonna go ahead and put an exclusive show on HBO Max, and that stuff is huge because
That's crazy because with all that makeup on, you can't even recognize that it's Colin Farrell.
Dude, I had no idea until like I think maybe like a week into watching the movie, or a week before watching the movie, I was like, oh my god, like this is the guy from Daredevil. Yeah. And then kind of moving forward to the other news they had, the Flash movie. You haven't seen the Flash since the Justice League, which is years ago. A lot of weird stuff going on with the Flash because like Ezra Miller. A lot of stuff going on with him.
There is a lot of stuff going on with him. I mean, you just hear all this news about what was it that he's been arrested twice already?
Yeah, second arrest already. A lot of stuff going on. Rumors that he's already been fired. Rumors that he was hard to work with on set. And I'm a fan of like the Harry Potter stuff, so rumors that he was fired from that as well too. And there's already so much going on with like Johnny Depp and everything like that, which is
that's just a whole nother topic.
Whole nother world of stuff. Ooh. And that real quick, just kind of going to Harry Potter, with this whole CinemaCon stuff. I was hoping to see like some news about Fantastic Beasts and like see if there's a third one coming out.
I know you were a very big Harry Potter fan. I know you were always more into that, so I mean, for those people that are into Harry Potter, I know any news or confirmation of a new movie is always good news.
And but yeah, I mean, going back to Ezra and the Flash, I mean, it's such a big movie. It's so hard to hear that like if it is true that Ezra's gotten fired and he's been removed from the cast moving forward. I mean, this is such a big movie. This is dealing with multiverse stuff again.
You do have Michael Keaton's Batman.
Batman, which is a classic Batman. I mean,
I feel like that is another big anticipation.
Yeah.
And I feel like it might have some reactions like Toby and Andrew did in No Way Home.
Right.
And then so many flashes coming together.
Yeah, I think you see like three variants of the Flash.
Yeah, I know. I also hear that like people or like rumors going around about the CW Flash coming in.
Oh man, yeah, man, dude, I would totally be down for him. What a great Flash! The show is just a little fishy.
The show, first 3 seasons, great.
Yeah, great.
First 3 seasons, great. I feel like after that, it
dies down a little bit.
It got a little repetitive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, I feel like Grant Gustin's Flash, had to go through the same, learning the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
So if he comes into the movie, I feel like people will be happy with that. I feel like it's something that he deserves as an actor. So I feel like if Grant Gustin comes in, that'd be cool for the fans.
Yeah, I'm excited. I would definitely be for it for sure. But exciting news. Kind of going back to the exciting stuff about the Warner Brothers release was the Shazam stuff. I mean, we already know it's gonna come out. We've already gotten our sneak peeks about it. I'm just so excited. I'm glad they were releasing the dates about it. Shazam 1 was such a hit.
Shazam 1 was a good movie. Shazam was good. And then coming along with Shazam, you do also have news on Black Adam.
Black Adam, yes.
Black Adam is another big hit as well.
Dwayne Johnson.
I mean, you can never go wrong with Dwayne Johnson, right? And then especially since he was announced years ago, like people have been waiting for his arrival, and you only get like very little. You've only gotten like very little news. At first it was just like the logo of Black Adam. That was it. Then you got the confirmation of Dwayne Johnson playing the role, and then that was it for a long time. And then you finally got this teaser of him, and he looks great.
Yeah,
he looks great. Effects look great. Powers look great.
But Warner Bros. Great news. I feel like I was definitely hype about that stuff. But going into Wednesday, right? I mean, we got Disney.
Wednesday.
I was hoping for a little bit more Star Wars stuff, but hey, man, it's all right. We got Obi-Wan coming up. But before we go into the Marvel stuff, I feel like let's talk about the other stuff they have. They have Avatar.
Avatar, man, it's been years since we got Avatar. Dude. Apparently, it was gonna come like 2 years after the original release.
And Avatar was such a great cinematic.
Yeah, it was sitting
experience, man.
It was sitting at like #1 movie of all time for forever.
My dad, dude, like rest in peace. But dude, when the Avatar came out, bro, we definitely went to the movies and saw it like 4 times. Like not even kidding, bro. Like we went to that's how big of a movie it was.
It was just new. Like it was something like very different.
You've never seen before, for sure. And it's a lot of water stuff too. Like water stuff involved. It's called what is it called?
The Way of Water.
The Way of Water.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already seen you already see like some stuff about it. Zoe Saldana, dude, she looks great in it. I'm so excited to see her portray this character again. And and there's already plans on doing another Avatar movie after that. And I can't wait. I mean, it's gonna look good.
That caught my eye was actually Indiana Jones. That they're making another one.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. It's been years since we've seen that happen.
Last time we saw him was with Shia LaBeouf.
Dude, yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
I mean, that movie wasn't the best, but that was like the revamp, and then nothing would happen, and then you got Indiana Jones happening again.
Years later. Rumors
say that the original Indiana Jones, he's not coming back, so we'll have to see what happens there.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. I don't know what they could do. I mean, it'd be cool to see him back.
Yeah.
He's aged a lot, though, for sure.
Yeah.
If you think about Disney Pixar, one of the things I'm really excited about is Lightyear.
Yes, man. I mean, going back to our childhood...
Apart from Spider-Man,
going back to our childhood was definitely Toy Story.
Our next favorite superhero around that time was Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, Buzz was... Oh, man.
Buzz Lightyear was big. Buzz and Spider-Man was our biggest thing.
Yeah, man. I think you actually had a Buzz toy that we fought over constantly.
Yeah.
And I had a Woody toy. I remember
that.
I had a Woody.
Classic Woody toy. Classic.
Dude, yes. Dude, my mom, she always jokes about how I would walk around. My mom actually jokes around all the time how I had my Woody toy, and I would always be like, "Where's my Woody?" So yeah, man. I mean, Toy Story definitely was a big thing in our lives. And dude, Buzz having a new version of it, kind of diving deep into the character Buzz and what if he had a story? This is great. I'm so excited about it.
So apparently it's what Andy went to go watch in the movies.
Yeah. exactly.
Well, that's really cool to see. And then Buzz being played by Chris Evans.
So, you know what's crazy about him being played by Chris Evans? It's like the plot of Buzz is very similar to the plot of Captain America. Have you heard about this?
I have not heard about this.
So, we probably need to watch a trailer, but apparently...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Man, I feel like every time, bro. Every time I'm like, ooh, I know something he doesn't, but no, man, he knows every time, bro.
Are you talking about, like, how much time has passed? Like, when he gets lost. Yeah. Because in the trailer, he's like... When he goes into his adventure, he finds the daughter of his partner, his partner that is no longer alive.
Yeah,
you know, because years have passed.
What is it? He doesn't get frozen. Like he just goes into like a sleep or something.
Like you know, like when they do jumps through space.
Yeah.
I think he went too long or something like that. Yeah.
Yes. So. And they're like, "How long have I been gone?" And he's like,
he just freaks out.
Yeah, he freaks out. But
same parallel to Chris Evans.
Yes.
Captain America.
Yes, man.
You know, so.
I'm excited. Like that's definitely perfect. I definitely wanted the original Buzz, Tim Allen, to be, you know, the voice, but we got Chris Evans, man. This is good stuff. I'm excited for it.
He's a great actor as well, you know.
Yeah, man.
So seeing him play Lightyear, I feel like it fits the character very well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But let's go into Marvel, bro. It
is raining Marvel.
I feel like half the stuff we've already known. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and just be honest. I feel like all the stuff with Marvel we've already known.
Yeah, all the stuff we knew already.
I mean, let's just look at the timeline. We got Doctor Strange, we got Thor: Love and Thunder, we got Wakanda Forever, the Marvels, and we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
And lastly, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Yes, Quantumania, dude. That's I don't want to say that's like the most that's what I'm most excited for to see, but like it definitely is because of like all the rumors of like King the Conqueror.
Yes, and then this apparently is gonna be like the actual version, you know, like the actual like bad.
But then I've also heard stuff about Murdoch being in there too.
In Quantumania, I heard something about it, but I don't know how much of that is gonna be true.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
I have heard a lot of Murdoch and Echo. You know, a lot of
really?
In the Echo series that they're working on. I've heard a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay,
we'll see how that goes. But as in this slate that they released up until 2023, you know, stuff we knew already, but great stuff that we're all excited to see.
Yes. I mean, I feel like we've already covered a lot of Doctor Strange, you know, Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah. Wakanda Forever, another thing they did release was like a battle scene between
with, Nakia, Okoye, and Shuri.
Yeah. Yes. So, dude, I want to get my hands on that so bad.
Oh yeah, for sure. That sounds like a great fight between them three. You know, they can all kick out.
And then also crazy stuff. I mean, with the whole rumors about Ironheart, I really hope that stuff is so true.
Oh, Ironheart for sure.
I am so excited to see what Ironheart. I mean, it's definitely a new thing. It's gonna be new if it is true, and we see and we get a look of it.
But I feel like it goes well into, you know, what they're doing. You know, you have Miss Marvel, which is a young one. You have Kate Bishop is a new Hawkeye coming in. So you have an Ironheart coming in, which is gonna be your new, I guess you could say, Iron Man. Yeah. You know, so you have a lot of new youngs. Maybe the Young Avengers. You don't know.
You know, speaking about Marvels, we got the Miss Marvel coming up. I know that it's going to include, you know, Carol Danvers. It's going to include Mrs. Marvel, which her show is going to be coming up soon.
Yes. And then have Monica Rambeau as well.
Monica Rambeau. Last time we see her was in WandaVision.
Yeah. So it's been a minute. So, you know, I think it's time for her to bring her back up and see how she's progressed with her powers as well. So that's something interesting to see as well.
And then we got Guardians of the Galaxy, which we haven't gotten too much on it. The one thing I will say is, like, I love how active James Gunn is on social media, like, kind of giving us updates and, like, stuff on that.
I mean, yeah, for sure. And, you know, James Gunn, have all my trust in you.
Oh yeah,
I know
for sure,
you'll do great with Guardians.
For sure.
As your last outing with the Guardians, you know, I'm ready to see how it goes.
Yeah, same here. This is pretty much it, guys. This is pretty much it for our first official episode. What an amazing night, man. It's been great. I hope, you know, we've got our pilot episode that just premiered. Those of you who are supporting us, follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, like that button. Leave a comment. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you want to see moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. Tell us what you want to see. Maybe an unboxing of. Maybe you know, more, you know, content on TikTok about like what you guys want to see, your thoughts on us, how we're doing, some advice. You know, we love to hear it. We are open doors to all of it.
Yeah, we love the feedback we're getting already, and
for sure.
We're just excited to see what happens, guys. So just keep following us along our journey. You know, welcome everyone aboard, pretty much.
We really do appreciate it. It means so much to us.
Yeah.
We do love you guys. Do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out our TikTok video of our unboxing. You know, go follow us on our YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. All of it. Link will be right above.
Yes, sir.
And the links will also be in the description below. This is Your Lay Podcast. And we're out.
We are out.